Very good evening to all of you. I am Dr. Biswa and I welcome you to my channel and to this video. In this video, I am going to discuss with you about something very important. So that is about how to clear the OPSC examination in a 1 year time frame. And I myself have cleared this examination with just 1 year of preparation. So I am going to tell you what was my strategy, and of course on the basis of that you can find out or you can create your own strategy to clear the examination in just 1 year. Before I start the video, I am very sorry that I could not upload videos in the recent past because I was pretty much occupied with work. So now I got time, so I thought we should make this video, and it was much awaited video. So that you can get benefit out of this video. Now I would like to request you to like and subscribe to my channel, because that encourages me to create more and more videos, and if it spreads, so a lot of people, a lot of students who are preparing for the OPSC examination, they can get immense benefits. Okay, so without any delay, let us start. And if you have any questions, please put your question in the comment box. I will try my best to answer that. Okay, so let us start, and again, welcome to this video. So I would like to start with this strategy that first of all, you need to understand the demands of the examination. This is not a graduation examination. This is not a university examination. So this is a competitive examination. Now why it is a competitive examination? Because you get a job, and it is conducted by the State Public Service Commission. So the demands of the examination, if you understand, the 50% of the things are done because you know exactly where you are heading to, or what you want, or how you are going to prepare. And in a competitive examination, remember this, that these days all the competitive examinations are really competitive because everybody knows about the examination. Coaching is no more physical coaching is required, so everybody can avail online coaching. So people are actually studying, and you have more number of people joining the race. Now to compete with them, you should have a very polished strategy. At the same time, you should plan your time, and you should understand the examination. So let us discuss what are the strategies to clear one by one. Okay, so if I talk about me, so I left so once the OPSC notification was out, so I have left my job, and then I have started preparing for the OPSC examination, and I prepared exactly 1 year, I would say, from January 2021 to January 2022, because the examination started in January 2022 for the OPSC 2020, and it got finished in the month of February. So exactly 365 days, and I could clear. And not just that, I cleared with a very good rank, that is within 100, so I got a 68 rank. At the same time, I got my desired service, which is out of 392, if you are getting a rank like 60, 68, so you can get whatever service you want. So clearing the examination is not important, getting also a good rank is important. So okay, now so I'll tell you though what I exactly did and what was my strategies. So of course I got my books, okay, and for the books you can watch another video where I have talked specifically about the books which are required. But when I started preparing, I was little, I didn't know which books to prepare. So I used to see UPSC toppers videos, and I figured out these are the basic books I will study. Then of course I did my research also while selecting few books, and then I finalized that these are my books, and beyond that these are the notes from some of the coaching centers, national level coaching centers, which I am going to follow. Then I was talking about understanding the exam. Now, while understanding the exam means the demands of the exam. So for that, you need to see the UPSC pattern, OPSC pattern. You need to see OPSC previous year question papers, and most important thing is you need to have a syllabus printed with you all the time. So basically, people say that to clear the exam, you have to first remember the syllabus, and that is very true. So in the syllabus, a lot of people will say you can skip this part, skip that part. Please don't do it, because you do not and you should not skip any part of the syllabus. Now, I am not saying to go an extra mile. You may not go beyond the syllabus, but complete the syllabus. That is very important. Okay. So you should understand the demand and you should make a plan. See the syllabus, exam pattern. When you make the plan, so you should give more time to the topics where you think you are weaker than others. Like a lot of people I have seen that they think that they are weak in history, so they out of the medieval, modern and ancient history, they will normally go for the modern history and they will not, or they will skip the ancient and the medieval history. Now, as per me, that is a very wrong strategy. Now, what if in a particular year, the modern India questions in prelims and mains come very tough, and you have already left the medieval and ancient, and which have come easy. So then, who will be the loser? You will be the loser. But the people who have suggested, they will not be the loser because they have already cleared and got the job. So please complete the syllabus. Okay, make a study plan. So it can be a day-wise plan, or it can be a weekly plan, or it can be a monthly plan. I would suggest you go for a weekly plan. Okay, day-wise plan, it is very difficult sometimes to stick to it, because if you don't feel like studying, or you want to study little less one day, or you want to study some topics which are not there in the plan, then you cannot. So it is better you go for a weekly plan, or maybe or a fortnight plan. That would be much better. And you maintain a routine, study routine, a diary. Okay, and you in the syllabus you strike out, or you strike down the topics you have already studied. Okay, so then you can target those topics which you have not studied. So it is very important that you keep marking in the syllabus. Okay, and syllabus coverage, to understand the syllabus better, you can see the OPSC previous year question papers, prelims and mains, and you can see the pattern of questions which have come, and you can see the variations. By that you can predict like what kind of questions might come in the next year. Okay, study material selection, I have told you that you have to be you have to be selecting the basic books and you have to stick to it. Then you have to go for the additional study material like notes and dynamic portion, where current affair related questions are discussed, maybe multiple choice, or the descriptive questions for mains. For that you have to follow the materials available in the market. Maybe some for from some of the top coaching centers across the country. Okay, their material compilation is very good, so you can refer them. But decide. So for example, you are taking political science. So if you think that I am going to follow Subra Ranjan madam's notes, then follow that only. Or if you feel that only IS notes are better, then you follow only IS notes. But following both of them for all the topics, it's quite risky. Or you may do this. You can follow some of the only IS topics notes, and you can follow some of the Subramanian madam's notes. Then, of course, textbooks. Basic materials cannot be changed. So you have to, the basic textbooks that you have to keep constant. For example, economics. I personally followed the Nitin Singhania book on economy, Indian economy, and I found that good. Okay. And I never shifted or changed that book till the end of my examination. Okay. So that is very important. So study material selection, so you should target for limited resources and limited recommended books. Okay. Then time management. Okay, now timetable you should create and you should allocate sufficient time to each topic and each subject. Okay, and give priority to the subjects that have more weightage in the examination. Now, more weightage means, like in the, I have seen historically, the modern India part, let us say in history, that has more weightage. Okay, but sometimes it might change. Now, point is, because modern India comes, has more weightage, that doesn't mean that you will skip a syllabus or you will skip ancient India. Okay, so all are important. So you should study like that. Okay, then break your study sessions into smaller and focused periods to maximize concentration. So your study period should be small, should be, you should not be, it should not be happening that you are studying for 4 hours and 5 hours on a go. That is not very practical way of studying. So short duration, maybe 1.5 hours, then you should take a break, then you should again study. Okay, then and by that time it maximizes the concentration, because the brain needs time to process the information, and you do not get overloaded with a lot of information which is bombarded to you at one point of time. Then mock test and question paper, previous year papers, these are extremely important. You should try the mock tests for the OPSC prelims, OPSC mains, to have a feel of the examination. Maybe you can go, you can, write the answers of these questions in a controlled environment, or where or in an environment where you have a timer set, and for 3 hours you are going to write the answers of the questions. So that you can do, and you can actually try to solve all the question papers for the prelims and mains examination in the last 5 years. Okay, then newspaper, current affairs preparation you should do. Current affairs, again, very judicious preparation is required. Don't go overboard, don't go, don't prepare too much or get into too much of details, but the important ones you should focus, and that should suffice, and you should understand the topics rather than cramming every detail of the topic. Okay, then answer writing practice. Now answer writing will go on parallelly, because when you write answers, you start remembering it. Okay, so like for prelims, okay, before prelims, before maybe a month or two, you can stop or you can pause the answer writing, but before that you should prepare always prelims and mains in, parallelly or simultaneously. And after your mains examination is over, prelims examination is over, you can immediately or focus only on the mains examination. So answer writing practice is very, very important, and you should also write the full length tests. Okay, now in this 1 year, okay, so I believe that if you are preparing for mains, so you are reading all the static subjects already, so particularly focused prelim preparation would require only maybe 2 months, and you should complete at least 50 to 60, okay, if not less, 50 to 60, if not more, 50 to 60 mock tests, okay, you should complete, and of course last 5 years papers, and 50 to 60 mock tests in the current pattern. So which should have the current affair questions, which are recent current affair questions, okay, and you should try for the the aptitude, the prelim general studies paper 2. Okay, general studies paper 2 you can prepare as per the UPSC level, because if the level in OPSC is normally easy, but if you prepare for UPSC, it becomes very easy for you to clear. Okay, now answer writing practice, then most important is revision. So once you have started, keep revising. So I used to revise a lot, I used to continuously revise, I used to put papers, notes on my wall, okay, so that I can, after, I see it, I can recall it. And I used to make short notes in a A4 size space. I never made lengthy notes because it takes a lot of time, and it's not very helpful, because the textbooks we have taken, I was studying those, I had points written in bullet points. So I used to make very short notes, crisp notes, okay. And revision is very important. Optional subject selection is very important, because for 1 year preparation, and if you're selecting something which you have not studied, so you have to be very smart while selecting the optional, because in 1 year you might be able to prepare that, you might not be able to. So subjects, normally the art subjects, not the science subjects. Science subjects you should have a background, but the art subject, okay, like political science, psychology, philosophy, sociology, these are easy to prepare, because you can start from the scratch and prepare. Join study groups, but do not join wrong study groups where everybody is expecting that you will study and you will discuss, you will contribute, and they will not contribute, they will be just be at the receiving ends. Please avoid joining those kind of study groups. So study group, a good study group is where everybody is like-minded, okay. So then that gives you results, otherwise it becomes a burden, right? Stay positive and motivated, and it is important for 1 year to stay positive and motivated. Now in that time, for me, what was happening, I had left a very good job, and I was paid a good amount of money. So suddenly that monthly salary credit stops, and you feel very awkward, and you sometimes feel very sad. But I had this mind, okay, I'm going to clear this exam, so there is something or much better is waiting. So I was focused, I was patient, okay, and I never saw outside and get affected by it, because I knew that this is the exam which demands a lot of attention. So you cannot divert your attention. So staying positive is very important, because if you do not stay positive, there would be a lot of other negative things which will be, you will not be able to concentrate. All these things will happen. So eventually your preparation will be disturbed. So stay confident and positive, and you say to yourself, that is called self-talk, that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. What are the key distractions, which might be coming in your way in those in those 365 days of preparation? Now, if you apply for multiple jobs, so that is a problem, because if you apply for multiple jobs, suppose you are preparing for OPSC, and you apply for, let us say, banking, you apply for some of the other like CGL, many other jobs. So I don't know how you take it, but I feel that all these exams are very different exams. Like a banking exam is much different than a OPSC civil services exam, okay. So if you prepare these jobs, then obviously you have to appear for the test, interview. So I would say avoid those preparations, because parallelly preparing for multiple jobs, definitely you may get distracted. Now, it would be wise if you prepare just OPSC, and yes, if you are interested for UPSC, then you must go for it, because nowadays both the exams have same pattern, okay. But if you prepare for something different, then you might be at a disadvantage in focusing for one examination. Do not go for multiple books. So multiple books are also another distraction, because if you go for multiple books, your memory is designed in such a way, if you read that particular page of a book and if you read it multiple times, that page gets printed in your brain. If you study 2-3 books or notes of the same topic, then that page, so there is a page printed in your brain. There would be another page printed on your brain after some time. There would be another page, different page, printed on your brain after some time. So what will happen? It becomes hazy. So it is difficult to recall those things. Okay, the wordings you will not remember. So then another thing is, it is on a personal sphere. So in personal sphere, stay away from troublesome relationships, toxic relationships, because at this point of time you are targeting an exam and you are making your career. If career is there, so you can get everything in life, right? Most of the things, uh, at least in India, it is sorted if you have a good career and you have a good financial stability. Okay, everything else is secondary. I mean, they can come later. Okay, so stay out of toxic relationships and have good relationship with your family. Stay connected. But any other relationship which is you think it's troublesome, okay, so stay out of it. Okay, and sometimes there is a understanding issue, because if you are in a relationship with somebody, that person may not understand the gravity of the exam. Now so they are in a different world altogether. Okay, if you are in the same, so if your partner is also preparing, so that is a additional advantage, but in most of the cases that doesn't happen. Okay, do not be over dependent on external person or resource. Okay, so rely on yourself, rely on your strategy, your gut feel. Okay, you can refer or see what others or listen what others are saying, but you can make your own strategy. That is always advisable, because I will also tell you that you should not believe me blindly. So you should, you know make your own strategy, and that really works, over a period of time, right? Then in this 1 year, you should not have any desperate behavior. I mean, I will study means I will study for 14 hours a day. See, that you one day you will study, 2 days you will study, third day you will give up. So don't get into it. And don't be very desperate also, that in 1 year if I don't complete, what will happen? So never think like that. If you will prepare well, you will definitely do it, but there is always some factor that you may not be able to do it, because of, there might be very difficult questions, okay, or tight marking. There are many factors, right? And what may happen is, maybe you were just, maybe you may not be able to do it in 1 year. Maybe you would have had a job. Okay, so it is very difficult to give that time, or at the same time taking care of your health. Okay, so, or if you have a family, so the family, of course. So it is important that you have fair expectation from yourself, and don't be desperate. Okay, if this doesn't happen, so I will not do it. No, not like that. You should make yourself very customizable. Okay, you can customize yourself. Okay, and don't be desperate. Okay, and if you are like a lot of people, I have seen that they will study for 3 days continuously, then after that they will, for 2 days they will not study at all. So consistency is important, but not being desperate. And another thing is, in between in the process, do not avoid joining any other job which is, as per the, level hierarchy, which is lesser than OPSC. For example, if you get a UPSC, then of course you can join. I mean, then so you will prefer UPSC over OPSC. But if you are appearing for OPSC and there are multiple other exams you have given, and you might have cleared one, so in the preparation stage, don't avoid joining that job, because what will happen is you might get distracted, because these days whether it is a government or private, the jobs are very demanding, and good performance is required. So once you join a job, so there would be pressure, and you think that you will be able to do it, but you will not be able to do it, because you will not get energy. You go and do a job for 6-7 hours, and after that you will be, even if you take leave, all the time those things will come into your mind, and this will disturb you. So it is better to leave. If you have already left a job, leave and do it. Or if you are doing a job and with which you can manage your preparation, which is not that demanding, that is okay. But a demanding job and a meticulous or serious preparation do not go hand in hand. They do not go together. Whoever says what, that is the basic truth. If your job is extremely demanding, then you cannot clear the exam in 1 year, and you should leave the job to prepare. I mean, this is a risk, but yes, that is true. Okay, or you will take more time. So I cannot guarantee that with a demanding job you can clear it in 1 year. Okay, so and in between do not take any job, because there is a focus, there is a there is a you are following a plan. So in that plan, see, the day is divided into 24 hours. So if you are saying that from 9 to 5 I am going to do a job, and from 5 to 12 I am studying, and still I can focus and still I can remain healthy, that is not practically possible. Okay, many people are preparing for 3 years, 4 years, and they are not able to do it because they are in the job, and they themselves admitted, they themselves told that to me. Okay, so what are your strengths? You accordingly you take this up and take a strategy. Okay, how you are going to prepare. So my advice would be, in between the preparation, don't do any job. Even if you clear some process or some results came, if it is hierarchy or level wise, if it is lesser than OPSC, please do not join it, because your OPSC preparation might be hampered. Some common mistakes which people do in that 1 year is they leave one part of the syllabus, which I have already said that you should not leave. Okay, and yeah, another mistake people do is they try to know what is the best test series for preparing for OPSC. What is the best coaching? Okay, so there is nothing called best coaching or best test series. Okay, so if you want to practice, you can join any average level coaching center also, and that will get you the results. Okay, if you want to practice mains, prelims, so writing examination in the examination environment is extremely important. So you can do it without looking for what is best. So there is nothing called best, and a lot of people say that Vision IAS or okay, or there is a GS score. So those are not also the best as per some students. Okay, not for me, as per some students. So the views and the views will vary. So better you go for practice. Okay, and do not look for a best coaching, best strategy. Okay, do not blindly follow the topper strategy. That is another thing, because blindly following a topper strategy would be very risky, because the topper would have a different situation. He or she would have a different setup. You don't know whether that person was doing job, not doing job. What are the strengths and weaknesses of that person? Okay, so do not follow a topper strategy, but you go through the topper strategy. Then you make your own strategy. Okay, and one strategy is the best strategy. Okay. So avoid getting wrong study groups. That I have already told you that in the study groups I have seen that it is very difficult to get all people that proactive and get into a discussion where study related discussion, and they do not follow the same timelines or same study plan. So it is better either you study alone or get one or two study partners or study friends who are similar orientations and who have similar attitude towards this examination. Okay, so I used to have couple of friends with whom I used to discuss every topic, so that gave me a lot of confidence completing my syllabus or completing the topics and getting when you discuss with a like-minded person, a lot of things you don't know that person says and you say that person doesn't know. So it is an exchange of information and it really works. Okay, and there is nothing harm even sharing your notes with them. If they have a good style of writing, you can learn from it also. Okay, so like I said, like-minded people only make a good group. But otherwise, it is okay if you're studying alone, or if you're doing a solo study, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so these are some of the mistakes. So in this 1 year duration, remember this, that this is not the end of the life. So even if you do not clear in this 1 year, you can always attempt for 1 more year or 2 more years or 3 more years. Okay, but in the whole journey, make sure that you have a plan B. What if eventually I didn't clear the exam? So what I'm going to do? So you should have a backup plan. Okay, so you should have a backup plan, and you should be, again I said, don't be very desperate about anything. So if you are not fearing that, what will happen, that if I don't clear the exam, you will clear the exam, because you are cool, you are relaxed. Okay, you don't have a fear. So once you don't have a fear, you can clear an exam, right? So in this 1 year, you also focus on something very important. So every day you should do a lot of exercise. So at least 40 to 45 minutes of walk or run. Okay, that is very important, because for me, in this 1 year, I make it a point that every week I should go for a run at least for 5 days. In fact, I have joined gym for 5-6 months, and that gave me a lot of confidence. And once you hit the gyms, or you go and run in the park, or in some place where people do a lot of exercise, so the blood circulation happens, and it gives you a lot of confidence. Your organs work properly, and you get a lot of confidence, and you don't get depressed, because the examination is very stressful, the OPSC and all the steps of the examination. So if you don't stay physically fit, the stress will easily start capturing you. Okay, meditation, if you can do, that would be great. Okay, so try to meditate for 5-10 minutes every day. Okay, and you can just, so meditation means you can just silently sit and just become blank about everything, become worryless about everything, and that can be a meditation. Okay, have a good night's sleep every day, maybe at least 7 hours, so that will sharpen your memory. Okay, and it will help always. So if you think that today I will sleep only for 3 hours, so what will happen is tomorrow you will sleep for 10 hours or 12 hours. Okay, in this 1 year of preparation, avoid junk food, oily food, okay, and a lot of non-veg. Try to have low starch, low sugar food, more of vegetables, fruits, less of oil, okay, and more digestible protein. Okay, and have always light food. Okay, so that will help you, because you are sitting for a long time. Every time you're sitting for a long time, so digestion, you might have digestive issues. So don't fill your stomach, don't keep your stomach full, maybe 80%, 20% space, you can leave it. Okay, and that would keep your digestive system in order, and if that is in order, everything else falls into place. Have a healthy mind, healthy discussions, healthy videos whenever you're not studying. Have some healthy videos in YouTube or encouragement videos. Okay, so that really helps, I have seen. And have get this kind of attitude. Like I'll tell you some of the attitudes people have, and that those are very healthy attitudes. Like, I don't mind. Don't start mind. Don't mind with a lot of things. Don't start reacting in a lot of things. Okay, so that is important. Don't care. So I don't care. So you should not care the things which are trivial or which are not important. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine. Let us wait and watch. So all this kind of so don't mind, don't care, it doesn't matter, okay, that's fine, let us wait and watch. So all these things, you should incorporate in yourself. So this kind of attitude really helps. because this will keep you cool, and this will keep you away from unnecessary trouble, tension, and all those things. Okay, patience. Now, patience is very important. Imagine you know, 1 year I am telling you to be patient. Now, imagine people who clear in 3 years. So there is so much of patience. So every time, don't get impatient, because there is certain amount of time that exam will definitely take. There is no exception to it. Okay, so be patient. Okay, and these are some of the things, and don't get isolated, don't get desperate. You know, talk to your friends in regular intervals, family members, stay in touch. And the exam, you know, is not the only thing. It's important, it's not the only thing. So you should focus on exam, but parallelly maybe 2 to 5% time you can give it to some recreation, to your family members, positive thought videos, encouragement videos, or meeting somebody which is magnificent, who is a great personality, who can influence you in a positive way or encourage you. Okay, and take away your negativity. So you can definitely do that. And a balanced, well planned, stable preparation with a stable mind and health will definitely lead to success. That's something I can guarantee. Okay, and it's a tough examination, but you know, if you increase your productivity, if your output is good, it is more about output, it is more about smart work. You don't have to go and cram all the book. That doesn't help. So in this examination, and for that matter in UPS examination also, 1 year of smart work will give you the results. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you got to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, and please follow this strategy, and if you think you want to add something, you can put that in the comment box, that sir, we should do this also to enhance the quality of our preparation. You can put that in the comment box. Okay, so till next video, thank you so much, good luck, and all the best.